ITV Encore.
Now on ITV, the very latest news from where you are.
Good evening, I'm Faye Barker. An 18-year-old has died after it's believed he took the legal high nitrous oxide, commonly known as laughing gas. He was found suffering from a cardiac arrest in the street in Bexley and died in hospital early this morning. Our senior correspondent, Ronke Phillips, reports.
Friends of the dead teenager embraced at the spot where he collapsed late last night. He's been named locally as Ali. He died later in hospital. Police say he'd attended a party here on the Thamesmead estate, where it's believed he drank alcohol and inhaled the legal high nitrous oxide, which is more commonly known as laughing gas.
He was well known, I think. A lot of people knew him. Obviously, people are going to be upset. It's very common. A lot of people do it. Young teenagers to, late teens.
Residents say after last night's party, the estate was littered with the canisters which is used to inflate the balloons from which the gas is inhaled. We found these a short distance away from where the youth collapsed. They were everywhere on the estate, and we even saw some discarded in a children's play area.
Laughing gas balloons, guys.
Research shows there's been a rise in the recreational use of the substance, and because it is not illegal, experts say people often don't think of the risk.
It can cause people to get severe headaches, dizziness, but in extreme cases, cardiac arrest. People have died. About 20 people in the last decade have succumbed to the effects of nitrous oxide.
Police say they're continuing to investigate the youth's death, but they have not issued an appeal.
Ronke Phillips reporting from Thamesmead. Now, the Ministry of Justice has confirmed it's investigating the loss of a file containing details of the death of murdered schoolgirl Alice Gross. It's emerged the document was left on a train by a coroner last November, a month after the teenager went missing. A police investigation found it was highly likely the paper had been destroyed. Islington MP Jeremy Corbyn has rejected the idea of a hard left plot to infiltrate the Labour Party in order to make sure he's elected as the new leader. Mr Corbyn said he only wanted people to register as Labour supporters if they genuinely believe in the party. Two backbenchers have questioned the motives of some new supporters, calling for the leadership contest to be postponed.
Personally, I'd prefer it if all those supporters became party members and maybe we rejigged the membership fee. The idea of joining a party just to vote in a leadership election is a bit limited. We should go a bit further than that.
Lewis Hamilton could only manage 6th place in today's Hungarian Grand Prix, despite starting from pole position. In an action-packed race, Hamilton picked up a drive-through penalty and at one point looked like he might not score any points at all. His teammate Nico Rosberg was close to overtaking him in the championship, but Hamilton managed to extend his lead to 21 points. David Weir was in action at the anniversary games at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park this afternoon, but there was disappointment for the 6-time Paralympic champion. He could only manage 5th place in the men's 1500 metres. Swiss athlete Marcel Hug came in first. Now, it's a big year for English rugby, with the 2015 World Cup kicking off at Twickenham in 54 days' time. Former World Cup winner Jonny Wilkinson has been putting young players through their paces in North London today as enthusiasm for the game grows. Luke Hanrahan reports.
The rain did not deter these teenagers. A rare chance to play touch rugby with an England icon, here to reach a new audience. And with less than 2 months until the Rugby World Cup begins in London, Jonny Wilkinson wants to inspire young people to take up the game.
It's an incredible way of learning great skills, whether it be leadership, dealing with setback, dealing with winning, dealing with preparation, nerves, anxiety, all of those things. And yet it's all boxed in a very, very enjoyable little way, because sport is a great vehicle, and rugby, I believe, with the respect that goes around it, is exactly that.
People from all age groups and abilities joined a World Cup winner at an event designed to drum up support for the England rugby team.
playing the same pitch as Jonny Wilkinson. It's really great. The guy done so many things for England and also for his team, and he won many trophies. So hopefully he inspired me to become a better rugby player.
A form of the game which it's hoped will spread to all corners of the capital and catch the imagination of London when the tournament begins. Luke Hanrahan, ITV News.
Now let's see what the weather has in store. Here's James Wright.
Sun's out. Well, that didn't last long. London weekend weather, sponsored by Holland & Barrett, the health specialists.
Hi there, good evening. Bit of a wet Sunday, wasn't it? Lots of rain around and then showers. And it looks as though showers will be a key theme over the next couple of days. It's also going to be feeling rather cool and breezy. As far as tonight goes, actually not too cool, a little bit milder than the night just past, 14 or 15 Celsius. A few showers just lingering through the overnight period. A few showers around tomorrow morning too, fair bit of cloud around. You'll also notice that the wind speed picks up a touch, and this is just the mean speed. It looks as though we'll see some pretty strong gusts mixed in too. As far as the afternoon goes, hopefully that breeze actually helping to chop up some of the clouds, so maybe one or two bright, even sunny spells mixed in. Like I say, a few showers knocking around too. Highs tomorrow, 21 Celsius if we're lucky, that's 70 in Fahrenheit. And the good news is that things do slowly improve as we head through the week. Still quite breezy on Tuesday, again one or two showers knocking around. Wednesday and Thursday, winds start to drop out a touch, so 20 Celsius with a few sunny spells and a little less breeze. Isn't going to feel too bad. 2068 in old numbers. What does that do to your pollen? Here comes that forecast.
London weekend weather, sponsored by Holland & Barrett, the health specialists.
How are you today?
Lloyd's Pharmacy, proud sponsors of the Pollen Count.
All that rain around means low pollen counts, not just for today, but the next few days. In fact, we're at the end of the grass pollen season, so you've got to watch out for weeds and some pesky fungal spores if that affects you. Have yourself a good evening. See you soon.
Well, that's it for now. We'll be back tomorrow in Good Morning Britain. Until then, bye-bye.